Alone against all these droids? They don't stand a chance.
Django Fett on the job.
Hey guys, Django Fett here, hunting down games, comics, TV shows, movies, and more. Here to talk about the fourth chapter in the Tales of the Jedi series, The Sith War. Published in 1996 and written solely by Kevin J. Anderson, and not Tom Veitch, unfortunately. I want to do another video addressing this and talking about the conflicts between these two writers because it is quite interesting. Most likely I will mention it in my Redemption review video. Anyway, let's start with the story. It has been 6 months since the events of the Dark Lords of the Sith storyline. Exar Kun and Ulic Qel-Dromo have joined forces. Both have fallen to the dark side and have become Dark Lords of the Sith. Or I think Exar Kun has, and then Ulic is his disciple, and are forced into a common goal by hypnotic visions of a reborn golden age of the Sith. Through his dabblings in forbidden teachings, Exar Kun has fallen completely under the spell of the ancient Sith ways, and he knows he must gain additional disciples to fan the flames of his planned victory. Meanwhile, in the city of Sinagar in the Empress Teta system, Ulic Qel-Dromo has stumbled down the dark path, driven by a distorted need to avenge the murder of his beloved Master Arkajeth. Poisoned by dark Sith toxins and seduced and manipulated by his wily lover, Alema, he has allied himself with Exar Kun to bring about a new golden age, following the dream images that fog his mind. His mission is to gather an army awesome enough to take on even the mighty Galactic Republic. Characters. Exar Kun is the supreme reigning Dark Lord of the Sith and took all of his knowledge from Freedon Nad, turned it upon him when he got a chance, as is the Sith custom. Kun tries to guide Ulic along the way, who is another Sith Lord, but Ulic has become arrogant and brash and believes the Sith should attack Coruscant immediately, but Kun believes in patience, surprisingly, and wants to gather Jedi disciples to his cause. Kun and Ulic definitely butt heads in the beginning, but learn they must work together to take down the Republic. Both are very intimidating Sith Lords. Kay, Nomi, and Vodo must witness their destiny and battle with the evil forces and the ones they once loved in order for the good of the galaxy. A new side faction joining the mix, I am proud to say, are the Mandalorians. This is the first mention of the Mandalorians in the Old Republic era, and they're a very proud race, as you all know, fighting not for land, women, or petty, squalls, but for the honor of the battle. I have to say, out of all the different Mandalorians, these Mandalorian Crusaders are my favorite. They prefer to fight hand-to-hand combat and with melee weapons, and not afraid to charge into battle. And they fight with true zeal and courage, and also ride on badass Basilisk war droids, which Coder 2 got completely wrong. What the fuck is that? And the way the Mandalorians are portrayed, it's a good picture and depicts them as a very honorable warrior race, as they should be shown. And a new side character that will face off against Ulic is Mandalore the Indomitable. This guy is the epitome of badassness. Yes, that's a word. I made it up myself. Not afraid to challenge a Sith in Ulic Qel-Dromo in open combat for the opportunity to control more systems for his cause. Mandalorians are just really cool when shown, but treated like crap and cannon fodder throughout this series. But it does have a good setup for the Mandalorian Wars and Knights of the Old Republic series. Artwork is done exclusively by Dario Carrasco Jr. Now, as much as I praise Chris Casote for his previous artwork with Dark Lords of the Sith and the Beast Wars of Onderon, I have to praise Dario's artwork even more. This guy has tremendous talent and shows it in this series. And in replacing Casote, he is definitely my favorite artist in this series. And I have to give credit to the colorists Rachel Monochet and Romulo Rambo as well, because they make all the characters with their armor sets, the ships, the planets, the different weapons and the guns and the alien beings just all stand out in every panel. Perfection. It's just pure perfection. Now to give my opinion and my rating of the Sith War. Kevin J. Anderson does it again. Even though the series is not done by Tom Veitch anymore, he really started the series, and I thank him for that. But Anderson lifts it up to extraordinary levels. And just another well-crafted story with a superb amount of characters and a war that doesn't feel like this huge galaxy expanding war as I thought it would be, but still good nonetheless. And I honestly have to say, out of all the wars, this is the war the Jedi saw coming, but were not prepared at all. Plus, to see a threat from within tear them apart, and boy did it ever. Plus, the devastation of this war was unmatched by any wars in the Star Wars universe, in my opinion. The Great Sith War truly tested the galaxy and stands out in my opinion. And there were also some characters like Nomi and Toth and Thawne, Master Thawne. Yet again, they just didn't stand out and barely had attention to them. And the Jedi side in particular, which is a damn shame. I don't know what Anderson was thinking when he did that. And the Mandalorians are treated like shit, as always, but portrayed in a great fashion. Don't get me wrong. Just a lack of attention to some characters and some factions. But otherwise, I think it's great nonetheless. So I'm giving Tales of the Jedi, the Sith War, a... And I believe the Sith War is the true height of the Tales of the Jedi series. Next, instead of reviewing the Redemption book, I'm actually saving that one for last. So I will do Golden Age of the Sith, since it was actually published after the Sith War. So I'll do that one next. So please like and comment, tell me what you think of the Sith War and what you think of my review. And subscribe for more of my Tales of the Jedi videos. And as always, enjoy the comic book cover slideshow.